Think of Part 5 as the toolbox lesson. We learned that a skill is a reusable skill.md file, with metadata that loads first and full instructions that load only when triggered. We also saw auto-invocation, where Claude chooses the right skill from the description field without you typing a / command. The key bridge to today is context fork. A skill can run in an isolated subagent, and that gives us a clean way to delegate work without cluttering the main conversation. Picture one desk covered with every note from a whole day of work. That is what a long Claude Code conversation becomes when every search result, file inspection, and side experiment stays in one place. The problem is context pollution. The main task gets buried under details that only mattered for one subtask. The fix is to hand focused work to a separate helper, then bring back only the result. That is why subagents matter before projects get large. Think of this as learning the parts of a workshop before using the machines. A subagent is a separate Claude instance with its own context window, system prompt, and tool access. Context pollution is the clutter that builds up when one conversation holds every intermediate step. The system prompt is the instruction manual written below YAML from matter. A worktree is a separate Git working directory on its own branch. Isolation worktree keeps main files untouched. Agent teams are different. Multiple Claude instances work as teammates through a shared mailbox. Think of subagents as consultants. You give a consultant a brief, access to the right tools, and a narrow job. They work independently, then hand you a summary report. They do not need your entire project history. Agent teams are more like a project team. The lead assigns work, but teammates can message each other directly. That difference matters because a consultant reports upward, while a team coordinates sideways. Think of this diagram like two office layouts. On the left, the parent delegates to Sub1, Sub2, and Sub3. Each subagent finishes, marked done, and only results return to the parent. On the right, the team lead assigns work to teammates with their own context. The shared mailbox connector shows direct communication between teammates. This is the core architecture split. Parent-child delegation versus team coordination. Think of this matrix as the decision checkpoint before you spend extra tokens. Subagents communicate by returning a result to the parent only. Agent teams let teammates message each other. Subagents start fresh per task. Agent teams maintain persistent context for each teammate. Use subagents for focused subtasks. Use agent teams for large parallel multi-file work. The cost also changes. 1 extra session per subtask versus 3 to 4 times the tokens of a single session. Subagents are resumable. Agent teams are not, within the session only. Think of the built-in agents as the default specialists already on the bench. General purpose inherits your setup and handles complex multi-step tasks. Plan inherits your setup and researches for plan mode. Explore uses Haiku for fast search-only code-based lookup. Bash inherits your setup and runs shell commands in a separate context. The important point is that you do not need custom files before using these basic delegation paths. Think of a subagent file like a job description plus an operating manual. The name is the identifier. The description says when to use it, and adding proactively encourages automatic use after the right trigger. Tools limit access, unless omitted to inherit all tools. Model can choose Sonnet, Opus, or Haiku. maxTurns limits iterations. Memory sets user, project, or local persistence. Background runs it out of the foreground. Isolation can use worktree. Skills preload specific skill files like code review or TDD. Think of agent locations like a stack of override folders. The first match wins. The CLI agent's flag is highest priority and lasts only for the session, with JSON on the command line. Next comes .claude/agents at project level, which is shared through Git. Then comes your personal ~.claude/agents folder. Plugin agents come last. This order matters because the same name can resolve differently depending on where it is defined. Imagine you fix one small payment bug and a tester immediately runs behind you. That is scenario 1, proactively auto-delegation in action. The test runner description says to use it after code modifications, so Claude edits refund.py, then delegates to test runner without you typing /test runner. The Subagent runs the payment test first, then the full test suite. The result comes back clean, 5 passed, then 62 passed, with no regressions. Think of delegation like onboarding a new hire for a 5-minute task. If you say, fix the failing tests, the Subagent has almost nothing to work with. It does not know the framework, the failing test names, or the file boundary. The better prompt names tests/payments/test refund.py. It says the framework is PyTest. It lists test refund partial and test refund zero amount. It says to fix only source/payments/refund.py. Clear context protects the work. Think of worktree isolation like giving a contractor a copy of the workshop instead of your active bench. Without isolation worktree, the agent edits your current branch directly. With it, the agent launches on refactor/billing cleanup at a temporary worktree path. Your main branch stays untouched. The agent can inspect source/billing/legacy.py, edit it, and run PyTest tests/billing. It finishes with 14 passing tests. You review the branch before merging. Think of the test runner file as a reusable quality gate. The front matter names the agent and describes when it runs. It gives the agent file inspection, editing, shell, grep, and glob access. It sets model to sonnet and limits the work to 15 turns. The body gives the workflow. First, identify which tests cover the changed code. Then run those specific tests for fast feedback. If tests fail, analyze the failure and fix the code. Rerun, then run the full suite. Report total passed, total failed, and coverage percentage. Fix the code, preserve test intent, and flag coverage below 80%. Think of the research agent as an analyst who keeps a notebook between sessions. Its front matter uses memory project with file inspection, grep, glob, and shell access. It also sets model haiku. At the start, it checks memory.md so previous findings are not lost. When asked to research a topic, it searches broadly first with glob and grep. Then it inspects key files in detail and maps dependencies and data flows. It saves findings to the memory directory. It presents a summary with file paths and line numbers. Think of CLI invocation as hiring a specialist for one meeting only. The agent's flag defines an analyzer inside the command itself, using JSON for the description, prompt, tools, and model. In this example, the analyzer focuses on performance bottlenecks, quadratic loops, unnecessary allocations, and missing caching. It receives file inspection, grep, glob, and shell access, and uses Sonnet. The quoted task asks it to profile the API response times. When the session ends, that inline definition is gone. Before we wrap this into a decision framework, look at the failure modes. These mistakes matter because delegation adds power, but it also adds overhead, tool access, and coordination cost. Think of this like calling a consultant to move one chair. Using a subagent for a simple, single-step task adds latency and overhead for no benefit. The correct move is to keep that work in the main conversation. Think of tool access like handing out keys. Giving every subagent every tool increases the risk surface, and right-capable agents can damage code. Start restrictive, then add only the tools that agent actually needs. Think of overlapping descriptions like two employees with the same job title. Claude cannot reliably choose between them. Give each agent a distinct, non-overlapping role, so routing stays predictable. Think of a subagent as a new person walking into the room. It starts with a clean slate and knows nothing about your session. Pass the project structure, conventions, and goal explicitly. Think of agent teams as a full project room. If a single consultant would solve the job, the team room costs too much coordination. Use teams only for genuinely parallel multi-file work. Think of a teammate queue like a desk with too many folders on it. Assigning 20 tasks to one teammate piles up work and lowers quality. Keep it to 5 or 6 tasks per teammate maximum. Think of the choice as using the smallest tool that still protects the work. Use the main chat for simple, single-step tasks. Use subagents when the work is focused, isolated, or would pollute the parent conversation. Add worktree isolation when the subagent will modify files and you want a separate branch. Use agent teams only when multiple files need parallel changes and teammates must coordinate through the mailbox. Here is the takeaway. Subagents are isolated Claude instances with their own context window. They prevent context pollution and enable parallel, specialized work. The built-in agents are general purpose, plan, explore with Haiku, and bash. Custom agents use YAML front matter plus a markdown system prompt. Proactively encourages auto-delegation. Persistent memory can be user, project, or local. Isolation worktree gives agents their own branch and working directory. Agent teams enable mailbox coordination. Keep teams small, with strict file and domain separation. You now have the delegation map. Main chat is for direct work. Subagents are for focus side work. Worktrees are for reviewable file changes. Agent teams are for coordinated parallel work. In Part 7, we move from internal helpers to external connections. MCP servers are the standard way Claude talks to APIs, databases, Slack, GitHub, and other services without learning every API from scratch.